The Green River Killer. The term refers to Gary Leon Ridgway, a serial murderer, who terrorized the Seattle and Tacoma areas of Washington state during the 1980s and 1990s. Arrested in 2001, he is recognized as one of the deadliest serial killers in U.S. history, with a staggering confession of 71 murders, though he was only formally convicted of 49. His victims were predominantly marginalized women in society, often runaways and sex workers. Background: born in Utah in 1949, Ridgway showed signs of violent proclivities from an early age, reflected in his abusive behavior towards animals and instances of petty crime. He had an IQ recorded at slightly below average, and his academic career was unimpressive, but these factors did little to indicate the monstrous future that awaited him. Profile of crimes: Ridgway earned the moniker, Green River Killer, because he disposed of his first victims along the Green River's banks. His killing spree began in 1982, predominantly targeting women working in the sex trade. Operating mostly in the SeaTac Strip, Ridgway would strangle his victims before disposing of their bodies in remote sites within King County. The vast majority of his victims were young, vulnerable women whom society had largely overlooked, making their disappearances less noticeable. Investigation and arrest: the initial investigation by the Green River Task Force, formed in 1984, attempted to unravel the secrets of this grisly series of murders. They employed new investigative measures, including geographic profiling and the considerable resources of the FBI. Notably, the infamous serial killer Ted Bundy, then on death row, was contacted in a bid to gain a better understanding of the killer's psychology. Despite these significant efforts, the case went cold by the late 1990s. The breakthrough came in 2001 when advancements in DNA technology allowed the police to match samples taken from the earliest crime scenes to a saliva swab from Ridgway, collected discreetly in 1987. This advancement enabled authorities to arrest Ridgway, thereby beginning his journey towards justice. Trial and conviction: Ridgway was charged with 7 murders initially. Subsequently, based on the evidence, he entered a plea bargain to escape the death penalty, extending his confessions to include 48 murders. In 2003, Ridgway pled guilty to these charges and was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. In his confession, he admitted to having difficulty recalling his victims' faces and often returned to the location of the bodies to engage in necrophilic acts. These chilling revelations painted an unsettling picture of a man so detached from humanity and empathy that he regarded his victims as mere objects. Legacy and conclusion: the Green River Killer's case is a profound study in criminal psychology, providing valuable insights into the mind of a serial killer. At the same time, it highlighted the vulnerabilities of the marginal sections of society, with Ridgway's victims largely being women living risky lives who had little in the way of protection. The case also underlines the importance of DNA technology in criminal investigations, capturing a cold-blooded killer who, without these advancements, might have evaded the law indefinitely. Ridgway's life and acts form a chilling narrative, one that underlines the darkest aspects of human nature, providing invaluable lessons for criminal justice and society.